Hello and welcome back to the garden. It's been a minute since we've been together in the garden. I've been so busy, and so is life lately. What you got going on right now? I just wanted to gather with those of you that join me here on this channel. All four of us will gather around the delight we have here in our fall garden, as everything is simultaneously fruiting all on its own with complete benign neglect and also dying at the same time. October. It's amazing. I want to delight in this year's gardening lessons. How I was able to pull back, lighten up, ease up, let the garden do more of the work. Let her be her organic self. Gosh, this is just so amazing. Just abundant, juicy life. Oh, and these are so good. Right next to what is dying. What a metaphor that is. It's it's impossible actually for me to witness the way life does life. And not see how that translates directly to my life, my physical life, my emotional self, the changing of energies, the surrender, the beauty. Oh my goodness, the beauty, even when you don't like what just happened. Let me see if I can pull this guy and take it with me. There we go. That's not a guy. She's a little tattered, but thus is the truth of life sometimes. Some of the flowers and fruits and vegetables that thrive most in the cooler months have come up, like these dahlias here. We've spent a lot of time with the dahlias. Do you grow flowers in your vegetable garden too? That was a practice of mine. I dedicated every corner. You see those sunflowers over there? They're still so pretty, but they're going down. I dedicated every corner of this garden this year to flowers. Gosh, how different she looks in October. Catching up with a couple of the things. Today is a quick one. I just want to celebrate, talk about what is possible in the garden in fall. And then I'm heading out on the road with my daughter. We're going to enjoy a weekend swimming. So I planted Yukon Golds again, the potatoes, about 5 weeks ago. So we're going to give this another week or until just before the first frost and see if we can successfully come up with more potatoes, because my friends, the potatoes, they did so good this year. And let's just take this in for a second. The way the tomatoes and the potatoes and the flowering vines have just all come together in their own personality. Love it. The scarlet runner beans, not the most beautiful plant in the garden right now, but the point of them is to let them grow and then let the whole plant die off and dry. And then we have those beautiful purple beans right inside these pods. I cannot wait. We're gonna have beans for winter. Anybody else's eggplant plant just thrive this year? This thing became a forest and overtook the entire giant front bed. Eggplants, potatoes, and then the pepper plants. These little mini snackable peppers, they're just going and going and going. And I harvested, I wanted to share this with you. I harvested all the spicy green peppers. I dry them in a dehydrator. And then whenever I'm ready to use them, I typically just grind them up in a coffee grinder designated only to the peppers, unless you like spicy coffee, and use them in soups and dishes throughout the winter. There's a tip. And then one more tip on storing veggies for the short term. Right, this is for the long term. I do freeze my eggplants, but since I'm going to be gone all weekend, I want these to last until I get back on Monday, Tuesday maybe. And so the way you might store them is in a Tupperware container with a paper towel on the bottom. The paper towel helps to absorb the moisture, and it just keeps nice and fresh. There's an idea. The carrots are still coming along, a couple every day. I just can't believe it. They're thinning out, they're growing. They're like the size of a big fat thumb, like a giant man's thumb. And I'm happy with that. Of course, the name of the carrots that I have planted in here is fingerling carrots. Let's see, just for satisfaction, if we can pull one out. Oh, you see, guys? Check this out. Little cluster of all the babies. We're gonna leave them. I'll pull them in a bit. And we'll end this tour with the never-ending bounty of the tomatoes. They just keep coming and coming. And again, since we're hitting the road, these are a perfect road trip snack. You're coming with me. My daughter loves them too, so we're just gonna snack on them. And I'm gonna go ahead and venture a walk. Hey, potatoes! Be seeing you soon. Let's step back. She's still so beautiful. She is unkempt and beautiful and wild, and I'm just so happy to share this adventure, to learn other gardening tips, to have picked up some of the wisdom that came with these outdoor reflections, as you know, my fellow gardener. And as we are inside the season of death, of letting go, I see it in my own life. I see the beauty, the surrender. I see what I knew what was coming in July. I knew what was coming in July. We all know our garden's going to end in October. We all have a sense of what might end for us. But we must have every last drop of life, right? We must have every last drop. And while we would love to see every single bit of our life, every effort, every relationship, every project, every idea come to fruition, a big, ripe, juicy, all the way eaten from seed to plate, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen the way we hope it would, but God's plan is bigger. It's better, and it's more beautiful than anything we can even hope and imagine for ourselves. Even these little babies coming back up. Darlings, the season is ending, but the food is still so abundant. Share with me your thoughts. What did you grow? Thank you for joining me today. Blessings, and I'll see you in the next one.